I'm happy to introduce this year's student speaker, Bojan Francuz. Yeah. Bojan is graduating senior who came to St. Norbert College from his native Serbia. And in fact, I believe Bojan will be the first international student in our history chosen as the student speaker. He is an honors student who has studied abroad and during his time on campus has served as a writer for the student newspaper, a resident assistant, associate hall director, teaching assistant, and president of the Pi Sigma Alpha Political Science Honorary Society. After graduation, Bojan will travel to Amsterdam to take part in the Humanity and Action Fellowship Program to continue his studies in peace and reconciliation initiatives. Please join me in welcoming this year's student speaker, Bojan Francuz. Bojan?
President Kunkel, faculty, friends, families, members, and supporters of the college community. Here in the United States, people take pride in having choices. A choice to elect government leaders, a choice between Pepsi and Coke, curly and regular fries, and a choice to tell the truth or lies. We confront countless choices every time we walk down the aisle at a grocery store, connect to the internet, and turn on the TV. At times, choices can be overwhelming and confusing, but choices also set us free. A choice by a group of Dutch Norbertine priests to establish this institution set generations on the path to become free. Many, including us here, came seeking answers, only to be confronted by rival opinions, awkward facts, and nuanced perspectives. We came, we learned, and we became confused. 4 years ago, when St. Norbert College first chose us, we responded eagerly after receiving one of SNC's generous financial aid packages with, "I choose you too." And ever since then, we never stopped making choices. We chose classes to get into and classes to skip, friends to spend time with, and roommates to change. Some of us even chose to leave this place in order to live and learn in countries far away and return with countless stories and way too many photos to share. Certain choices we confronted during our time at SNC were easy to make, like choosing to gorge on pancakes every week before finals. A choice to Facebook, tweet, and Tumblr instead of sifting through the accumulating pile of books in our rooms was also easy. Well, at least until the night before that paper was due. And a choice to nap, often and in the most unusual places around campus, was not only easy, but also pretty great. Other choices were more difficult and required sacrifice. We, our families, and their bank accounts know this all too well. Attending college comes with a hefty price. Student athletes among us can attest that winning trophies also requires a choice. Not to give up when muscles are crammed, and to put in an additional effort when time is running out. Budding scientists, aspiring artists, and engaged thinkers will agree that solving the world's mysteries also comes with a choice. A choice to spend an extra hour, 2, or 10 in the Malva Library, Science Lab, Art Studio, or the Performance Hall. One of the most important choices and commitments that we, our founders, and many St. Norbert students before us made is to serve. We are no strangers to service trips, community service, and civic engagement. Even during our very first week on this campus, we ventured into the streets to serve. We did it because we and this nation stand on the shoulders of people whose choices are constrained. The poor, illiterate, the sick, persecuted, and marginalized in our local communities and across the world. We served because the Norbertine Creed teaches us to respond to those in need. We served because we knew that while our choices set us free, they've also left behind many others, trapped in poverty, living in squalor, and without the means to achieve their dreams. By graduating from St. Norbert College, I personally have fulfilled what for many in my family was just a dream. On this idyllic campus, I faced questions, customs, and choices different than those at home. I expanded my knowledge of international relations, challenged my faith on multiple occasions, and explored different identities in an attempt to find the authentic one. During many long and cold Wisconsin months, I even questioned whether settling in the pier was the right choice. But as we depart SNC, let us celebrate the choices that we made. We must be proud of the games we won, majors that we switched, friendships we made, and yes, I'll say it, the debt we have incurred. These choices helped us learn more about ourselves and the world around us. Also, let us not shy away from the choices that got us in trouble, and even the choices that we were too afraid to make. Our choice not to spend the semester abroad, signing up for an 8 a.m. class, getting too involved, and sharing our feelings on the SNC confessions page instead of sharing them out loud. People are free to make bad choices. Otherwise, we are not really free at all. Loose ends don't always get wrapped up. Lessons aren't learned, and mysteries aren't always solved. And that's okay. Only from confusion, chaos, and mistakes are new ideas born and memories made. Parents and loved ones, rest assured. We promise to repay our loans and call often. Professors, we promise not to disappoint you. We thank you for confusing us and pushing us to discover who we are and who we might yet become. To each other, we promise to stay in touch, or at least Facebook creep once in a while on the latest engagement photos, news of promotion, and updates from travels. Lastly, to the St. Norbert community. Informed by the institution's values, reason, and truth, we promise to never stop learning and serving the wider world. In the classrooms, science labs, meeting rooms, and the halls of power and influence, we will be kind teachers, humble leaders, faithful servants, and zealous defenders of dignity and fairness. We promise because we know that 4 years ago, we made the right choice. Congratulations, graduates, and thank you.